welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. So many legends in this game wore the winged helmet or the golden dome, and they'll try to live up to that rich heritage in this one.
Two of the winningest programs in college football, obviously going at it for big-time bragging rights.
Lots of national championships, lots of Heisman trophies shared between these two programs, and some of the best fans in all of college football as well.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Hernandez looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete. There have been a ton of nail-biters in this rivalry, and Michigan won a close one last time out.
And you know in this game, you got to be able to handle your emotions because undoubtedly the game's going to go down to the final seconds, and last time it was Michigan that was able to pull through.
Yeah, made the plays in the winning moments, and listen, you show those on tape, and the Irish know they've got to execute better down the stretch of this rivalry.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the returner will be brought down. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
At the 45, on its way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The give to the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Barrels ahead.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, outbreaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Hernandez wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Maurice, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Wolverines are on the move. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. Hernandez looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the big fella. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Give to the back. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after that completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's run.
Down pass.
Not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Tucker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long... They got it! It's blocked! Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythms.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Hernandez wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question that one. Nice job.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The option look. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give out of the gun. That's a live ball. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's looking to throw on third and short.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. But this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Hernandez looking to throw. He's going to take off. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Brooks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's second and 17. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Hernandez wants to pass. Going for 6. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional showdown between the Fighting Irish and the Maize and Blue.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Maddox. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Hernandez looking to throw. Going up top. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. When you're in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job. The run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Trying to surge it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maddox. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Finds a man in the middle. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.